key of not letting him get to the paint because he can just make so many plays and he's efficient in the paint. So that's the key, keep him out of the paint. Yeah, with a team like this, we saw we had success once we moved the ball and we got to the paint. They're a huge paint help team. So, we saw success once we got to the paint, kicked it out. I thought we could have did a little bit more of that tonight. Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to execution. And, obviously you don't have practice days. You can't execute as well as you want to. But again, I think we're just we're doing a great job with the limited practice time. And again, in these situations, we got to learn as we go. And, I think as we go, we're getting better. We're learning how to be effective on both ends. But it's gonna take time. It's definitely not something that is gonna happen game to game. But that's what we're here for, is prepare later in the year rather than being ready, NBA ready or championship ready at this point. It's a marathon, so it's still legit, taking it one game at a time.
This year, where got a lot of guys that's you wait on it start. Have a game tomorrow. Great to start with.
I mean, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. I got to keep us rolling, but at the same time, it's just teaching. Guys like Amir, Brandon, still even Luke, T-Man, they're young guys. Jay Scrub. It's still a teaching, process as well as the young guys get minutes and trying to help and coach them through stuff and ultimately make them better pros. So it's a bit of both. We got to be, game ready and prepared to play. But at the same time, you're going to have moments where those guys, make mistakes. And that's totally fine. They haven't really got much game rep. And so, it's a bit of both. We're flirting with both. Well, the fact we compete, that's on our side. So we can always fall back on that. This is a group that competes. We play hard. We scrappy. And we just genuinely, like each other in our locker room. I think you kind of put all that together, and I mean, you got a team that's going to maximize their talent, maximize what they have in the locker room. And I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We're enjoying the process regardless who's suited up, who's not suited up. We go into every game thinking we should win. And it starts there. We go out, we perform, we play as one, and we play as hard as we can. Well, he's just shifty, really shifty. He's a little guy. He's not that big. He's not that tall. And so it's hard to play and get as low as him. He just comes off and he's explosive. We had a game plan to kind of keep him one way or keep him going this direction, but a guy like him is tough to do. So he's got a lot of gifts on his side, a lot of just God-given natural talent on his side. That just makes him a nightmare as a defender to kind of contain him. We've done it, but tonight it just wasn't the night that we did it.
Last year, I know that this year defend the shots and not worry.
No, I mean, in a game like this, I think they allow more physicality. As you saw, 8 free throws, 6 free throws. There's no secret. They allow physicality. Huh? Right. That's what I'm saying. That's Memphis basketball. They allow physicality here. And so, especially coming here, we got to know that we can play a little bit more physical, be a little bit more physical against a physical team. It was all schemes. It came down to schemes. It wasn't really a physicality factor. It was all schemes tonight. We could have done just a little bit better of kind of shrinking the floor and being up on pick and rolls to make sure Ja couldn't get downhill. Appreciate it.